Alright guys, I'm here with a little kind of a hurry up tree stand project here. I did one of these once before and I didn't think to video it, but basically what I'm going to do is your typical hang-on stand's got something that looks like this, top, bottom, and these stands, some of these that are made out of steel and got a big platform, they're just heavy. They're heavy as hell to try to hang on to while you throw a strap around the tree and so on and so forth. Well, anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. This is going to get welded in its place onto the back of the stand. Then all you have to do is take this up the tree with you, almost nothing to it. Take this up the tree, put a strap around it from here to here, and cinch this up tight to the tree. Then you take the ladder, you take the tree stand up, and yeah, I think you can see it just drops on there. So, not necessarily saying that that's how you should use it, but it gets all the weight off of you. It just hangs there on this block, and then you can go ahead and put your regular straps on here, strap on the bottom, whatever you want to do. But this is just the way that I found, and it was a piece of tubing with a hole in it, a couple pieces of plate, and another piece of tubing, just roughly cut out in a V shape to fit up against the tree. I put some bolts with some plastic tubing on there, so it doesn't hurt the straps, and just nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. So anyways, many years ago, I had bought a aluminum hang-on, and it was made by Loggy Bayou. Some of you might remember that name. And anyways, it was one of the very first ones that had a system like this, where it came with a plastic block that you took up and you strapped to the tree. Then you took and it had a hole through the block. And on the tree stand, it had a mating pin. So when you took the stand up, you just dropped the pin down through the hole, and now it was just hanging there. So you were free to be able to, you didn't have to struggle with trying to hold the stand and get a strap around the tree and whatnot. It's already hanging there. It's not going anywhere. You can put the straps on. So recently, I think within the last 2 years, my son and his wife bought me a Hawk tree stand, and it has a very similar thing. So everything that's old is new again, apparently. But they're one of the few companies that are using this hang-on block system. And so it was easy enough for me to take a look at what the new one was versus what my old Loggy was, and come up with my own design, just out of a little bit of this and that. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get this taken off and get this piece welded on, and then I'll turn the camera back on. So alright guys, I just kind of spared you the welding process, but yeah, I took this original piece off that's supposed to cradle against the tree. It was bolted on there. Took that off, put my piece of tubing on there, welded it top and bottom, and I just hit this hardware with a wire brush so I can give some of this stuff a little coat of paint. I think I'll go ahead and snug all these pieces up, and you can see the seat's completely gone off of this. Shame on me. I take my stuff down every single season except this one. This one was in a place that not only was it hard to get to, but things got away from me, and it ended up staying up for 2 full years. Took it down. What happened was it had been stored in this position against the tree. Water got in these open ends, went in here, froze, swelled, and broke this. I don't think it really affected every place that all the weld seams and all those pieces look really good, and obviously it needs a new seat put on it. But just fixing this old stand up, and have one ready to rock and roll if I got another place I need to throw one up at. So I'll see if I can get this to stand here. So again, just kind of what's going on is, what I did on the last one was I actually had a strap that had loops in the end. So I took these bolts out, and I put the loops in here through the nylon straps, fed the bolts back through, so the nylon straps pulling against these pieces of plastic tube, and tighten those up. And then, anyways, you just take this up the tree with you, clamp this on the tree with the strap, and then this is sitting there with this pin ready to accept this when you take this up and just set it on the pin. Yeah, now everything's hands-free basically. I mean, this will take the weight of the stand sitting there so that you can go ahead and put your additional straps on it and secure everything. I don't know, I use hang-ons, and I've always liked them, and I'm a big fan of these big platforms, especially the ones that have the footrest. I mean, the footrest makes all the difference in the world, in my opinion, from being able to hang comfortably for a couple hours or 4 or 5 hours. I mean, and the seat, obviously, I'm going to have to put some kind of a seat back on this, so I'm going to make that so that's comfy too. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to leave these armrests on here or if I'm going to take them off. They are kind of nice, and when you fold the seat back, I mean, they go back past the tree, so it's not really in your way of any, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and get the straps and stuff put on this so you can see what that looks like, and then give this stuff all a shot of paint, and I'll turn the camera back on. Well, good morning, and what a beautiful morning it is. It's Sunday, let's see, October 27th, and I go back to work today, and then I'm going to work from today through Friday, and then I start my rutcation. So I thought, what better opportunity this morning than to go in and switch my stand around, and I decided to put a different stand. Don't get me wrong, I love my my little lightweight Hawk stand, but going into my rutcation, I'm going to be spending a lot of hours in the stand, and it's just not as near as comfortable to spend that much time in. So anyway, it's going to run in there, going to tear that set down, and I'm going to be moving, not very far, just like 20 feet, but repositioning a stand and getting things set up, and then I'm going to get the heck out of there, let everything sit for a week, and hopefully I'll be in a good position to have things set up just the way I want them and need them for when I start my rutcation. So yeah, that's what I'm up to this morning, so gotta hit the trail and little chase action going on here this morning. There's a nice big doe that just went through.